3 weeks ago, I was crying in my car in a Target parking lot at 11 p.m. because I just spent my last $40 on a dating app boost that got me zero matches. Zero. I sat there wondering what was wrong with me, why I was so fundamentally broken that even an algorithm designed to help people find love had given up on me. That's when I realized something that changed everything. What if the problem wasn't me at all?
What I'm about to show you will completely destroy everything you think you know about dating apps.
I've spent the last 6 months digging into this industry, talking to former employees, analyzing leaked internal documents, and uncovering a business model so twisted and manipulative that I couldn't sleep for weeks after I figured it out. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your dating life has been such a disaster, and you'll be furious that you ever blamed yourself. It all started with a spam email with the subject line, "Sarah, 847 people are waiting to meet you." In this economy where we're all choosing between Netflix and groceries, 847 people in my area have nothing better to do than wait around hoping I'll download another app? That's when I knew I was being lied to. That spam email sent me down a rabbit hole that led to former dating app employees spilling industry secrets on forums at 2 a.m. What I discovered is a massive psychological manipulation operation designed to extract money from our loneliness, and we're all falling for it. Let me show you exactly how they're stealing your money and your sanity. Remember when you finally caved and bought the premium subscription with money you needed for groceries? Those likes you paid to see? Half of them aren't even real. I spoke with Jennifer Martinez, who worked in Tinder's user engagement team from 2019 to 2022. She told me that up to 40% of those likes come from completely dead accounts, profiles of people who deleted the app months ago, but whose digital ghosts are still haunting the system, generating fake interest to keep you paying. Some of those likes are from people who live in different states. They're showing you interest from someone 4 hours away when you can barely afford gas to drive to the grocery store. And then there are what Jennifer calls engagement bait profiles. These aren't traditional catfish. They're fake accounts that exist solely to make you feel like there's hope when there isn't. They're psychological weapons designed to give you just enough dopamine to keep opening the app every single day. That crushing feeling you get when you're lying in bed at midnight, opening the app after paying for a boost, and you see zero new matches, that's not rejection. That's your soul recognizing that you're being played. You're not unlovable, you're being scammed. Here's something that will blow your mind. When you first download Tinder or Bumble, they flood you with matches. It feels like there are infinite people to choose from. That's not an accident. It's the exact same strategy casinos use with slot machines. You get addicted to the dopamine rush of endless possibility, and then slowly, methodically, they start turning off the tap. This is documented in internal emails leaked from Match Group in 2023, where executives discussed optimizing the new user honeymoon period to maximize long-term retention. The matches dry up, you're seeing the same faces over and over. When you're running low on potential matches nearby, instead of being honest and saying, "Hey, you've seen everyone compatible within 20 miles," they start showing you profiles from hours away to keep you swiping. The algorithm controlling your love life isn't trying to find you a soulmate. It's built around something psychologists call intermittent reinforcement, the same principle that makes gambling addictive. You get just enough matches to stay interested, just enough conversations to feel like you're making progress, but never enough success to actually delete the app and move on with your life. I realized I'd spent 18 months of my life and over $400 on apps that were literally designed to keep me single. My friend Emma showed me her Hinge data export last month. 3 years on the app, over 800 matches, more than 200 conversations, 37 first dates, 0 relationships that lasted less than 3 months. She looked at me and said, "I've become a professional first date performer, and I'm not even getting paid for it." Here's the part that made me want to throw my phone across the room. The most successful users on dating apps, the ones who actually find love and delete the app, are considered business failures by these companies. Think about how twisted that is. In what universe is helping people find happiness considered a failure? But that's exactly how these companies think. Happy couples don't pay subscription fees, they don't click ads, they don't generate data to sell to third parties. From their perspective, people who find love are literally the worst thing that can happen to their bottom line. The ideal customer is someone like us, trapped in an endless cycle of hope and disappointment. Someone who stays subscribed for months or years, gets excited about potential matches, goes on just enough dates to feel like the app might be working, but never actually finds lasting love. They want you perpetually on the verge of finding your person, but never quite getting there. It's Hope as a subscription service, and you're paying $30 a month for the privilege of being emotionally manipulated when you're already choosing between streaming services. They've turned loneliness into a business model, and we're all paying the price with our mental health, our bank accounts, and our faith in love itself. I started tracking my own match patterns because I document everything. The data is wild. I get more matches right before my subscription renews, more matches when I haven't opened the app in days, more matches when I'm about to delete it out of frustration. It's like they can sense when I'm pulling away, and suddenly, miraculously, there are all these new people interested in me. What a coincidence, right? The profiles you see aren't the people most compatible with you. They're the people most likely to keep you engaged. If you have a thing for guys with beards or girls with vintage style, the algorithm shows you more of those people, even if they're terrible matches personality-wise. It's not about quality. It's about keeping you swiping like a zombie through an endless parade of faces. Here's where it gets really dystopian. Those photos you spend hours selecting, asking friends for opinions, trying to balance attractive and authentic, the app is analyzing them with facial recognition technology and rating your face like you're a product on Amazon. Internal documents from Bumble, leaked in 2023, revealed they create attractiveness tiers and keep people within those tiers. If their algorithm decides you're a 6 out of 10, you're mostly seeing other 6s. This isn't about fair matches, it's about managing expectations so you don't get frustrated and delete the app. Show you people out of your league, and you get discouraged. Show you people below your standards, and you get bored. Keep you right in the middle, always feeling like you're getting decent matches, but never totally satisfied. But the most disturbing part, the thing that kept me awake at night, is that they're experimenting on your emotions without your consent. Dating apps run thousands of psychological experiments on their users every single day. They'll show some users more attractive people just to see if it increases engagement, even though they know those people will never match with them. They're literally crushing your self-esteem for data points. That conversation you think you're having organically with your latest match, the one where you're sharing your deepest thoughts and biggest dreams, you're actually performing in a massive psychology experiment. They're treating our generation like lab rats in their quest to optimize addiction, and we're paying them monthly fees for the privilege of being experimented on. When my mom asked me to explain how dating apps work, I realized how completely insane it sounds when you say it out loud. So, you pay money to see pictures of strangers you'll probably never meet. Then you pay more money to send them messages they might not even see. Then you pay even more money to make sure they know you exist. And then most of the time, they turn out to be fake accounts or people who live in different states. When I put it like that, even I couldn't believe I'd been defending this system for years. Dating used to be inefficient, and that inefficiency was actually good. Our parents met through friends, work, college, random encounters. They knew someone as a complete person before deciding on attraction. They saw how someone treated service workers, talked to friends, handled stress. They had context. Dating apps stripped away all that context and reduced humans to photos and bios written while avoiding other responsibilities. The morning I finally deleted every dating app from my phone was the first time I'd felt genuine hope in months. Not the fake, manufactured hope these apps had been selling me, but real hope. As I watched those apps disappear from my screen, I felt something I hadn't experienced in years. Genuine curiosity about the people around me, not their curated highlights or optimized photos, but their actual presence. That barista who always remembers my order and asks about my day, I suddenly wondered what her laugh sounded like, what her dreams were, what made her happy. The guy in my building who always holds the elevator and makes small talk about the weather, I realized I'd never even learned his name because I was too busy swiping through strangers who lived 3 states away and probably didn't even exist. The dating app industry is worth over $8 billion, and almost none of that money comes from happy couples sending thank you cards. It comes from people like us, trapped in their psychological prison, paying monthly fees to be systematically manipulated into staying single and desperate. Every time you open a dating app, remember that you're not the customer trying to buy a service. You're the product being sold to advertisers, and your loneliness is the raw material that keeps their machine running. Your worth isn't determined by matches or message responses. Your dating app struggles aren't personal failings or character flaws. They're the intended outcome of a system designed to profit from our generation's loneliness. The sooner we recognize this, the sooner we can build real connections in the real world, without algorithms and paywalls and manipulation between us and genuine human connection. Delete one dating app right now. Don't worry about matches, conversations, or premium subscriptions. Delete it and see how you feel. Then go somewhere today where you might meet someone. That coffee shop you pass daily, that hiking group you bookmarked, that friend's party invitation you were going to skip. Don't go to find love. Go to remember what it feels like to be curious about actual humans around you. The dating app industry has been lying to us for years. They've convinced us that we're the problem, when really, we're the solution. We just need to stop letting them profit from our loneliness and start connecting with each other the way humans were meant to. Face to face, heart to heart, without algorithms deciding who we're allowed to love. Look, I know this video is going to make some people angry. Dating app executives are probably not thrilled that their business model is being exposed like this. But you know what? I don't care. Because somewhere out there, someone is sitting in their car at 11 p.m. crying over 0 matches, thinking they're broken, and they need to hear this. They need to know that their worth isn't determined by some algorithm designed to keep them desperate and paying. If this video helped you realize that you're not the problem, that you're worthy of real love, real connection, real human touch, then hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you want me to keep exposing industries that profit from our insecurities. Because this is just the beginning. There are so many more billion-dollar companies manipulating our emotions for profit. And I'm coming for all of them. Remember, you are not a product to be optimized. You are not a revenue stream to be milked. You are a human being deserving of authentic connection. So delete that app. Look up from your phone and go find your person in the real world. They're out there, and they're not hiding behind a paywall.